I met a man with no skin on his bones, strumming strings made of ghost and stone. Said, boy, take a sip and spill your sins. So I poured my whiskey and the tale begins. Whiskey in the bone and fire in the throat, we're singing with the reaper on a dusty note. No heaven, no hell, just this old tune, playing neath the glow of a blood red moon. He sang of roads that end in dust, of hearts betrayed and broken trust. I raised my glass, he gave a grin. You ride till the guilt seeps through your skin. Whiskey in the bone and fire in the throat, we're singing with the reaper on a dusty note. No heaven, no hell, just this old tune, playing neath the glow of a blood red moon. Riding past regrets and graves, the soul on fire that whiskey saved. Whiskey in the bone and ash in the wind, the reaper strums what I keep within. We clinked our glasses, no words to say, just music till the break of Judgment Day. Whiskey burn, candlelight. She sat down like it was her right. Dig of bones, eyes like ash. I lit in my smoke and matched her flash. We bet with names, not silver rounds. The chips were scars, the stakes the ground. I raised with pain, she called with time. In a bar past us, at the end of the line. Spoke, but both we knew one would lead the other through. She smirked like smoke, I grinned through blood. The cards were drawn, the drinks were mud. We bet with names, not silver rounds. The chips were scars, the stakes the ground. I raised with pain, she called with time. In a bar past us, at the end of the line. no law, no bell to chime, just whiskey and a twisted spine. We bet with names, not silver rounds. The chips were scars, the stakes the ground. She folded slow, I tipped my brim, and death stood up, but left with him. I got a shadow on my back, wears a cloak of bone, riding through hell and I rode it alone. She don't talk, just follows my track, but I don't flinch, never look back. She's breathing behind me, waiting for cracks, but I got no fear, no time to look back. My soul's worn boots, my blood still black, and I ride on with death at my back. Lessons learned from roads that turn. She watched me fall, she saw me rise, but I never prayed and I told no lie. She's breathing behind me, waiting for cracks, but I got no with death at my back. She's breathing behind me, but I don't crack. I was forged in dust and I never look back. My sins are scars, my code's intact, so let her cut on with death at my back. full of sand. She wore no skin, just bones and a grin. The town held its breath, but I drew my line. Said you ain't taking what's still mine. Chapel storm, but I stood tall, dust worn and torn. They say you can't shoot fate in the face, but I came here armed with rage and grace. This here's my fight, and this bullet ain't for blessing. Gonna drag me home. If I ride down, let it be known I died with grit, and I died alone. I ain't begging, I ain't bowed. You want my soul? This ain't no prayer, this ain't no heaven. Say my name, this bullet ain't for blessing. Dust on my coat, fire in my chest. Two guns hang where my sins rest. I walk with shadows, they know my name, but I ain't looking for no fame. Boot steps echo, dry wind moans. I don't draw, I just take bones.
but he rides true, don't flinch or cry. That's the kind I let ride by.
Dead men ride with their heads held high. One's got breath, the other's sky. A bond in blood, a trail in flame. One walks free, the other claims.
I seen towns burn, I seen hearts rot. I ain't a hero, just all I got.
He rides beside me, pale and thin, but we both know where we've been.
He don't beg, he don't plead, just does his job, lets wounds bleed. If I had a soul, I'd tip my hat to a man who don't look back.
Dead men ride with their heads held high. One's got breath, the other's sky. A bond in blood, a trail in flame. One walks free, the other claims.
No prayers left in this town of ghosts. Then we ride on and make the toast.
Their heads held high. One walks slow, the other flies. We ain't saints, but we don't kneel. Two souls bound in blood and steel. Ash rains down where justice fell. Smoke rolls thick like a preacher's spell. We lit the match on the lies they sold. Now me and death walk the road of gold. Boots stomp embers, heart don't shake. Truth cuts deeper than any stake. I ain't the hero, never was, but I carry wrath like it's heaven's cause. Fire don't scare the dead. We burned it all, left nothing unsaid. I don't ride behind, I don't crawl ahead. I walk beside her where the brave once bled. Yeah, fire don't scare the dead. Hell's already been tread. Old church burned, cross turned black. No savior riding to pull us back. My sins scream louder than the flames, but I still stand, I own my name. Dust on my coat, smoke in my breath. Got one hand gripped on fate, one on death. You call this vengeance, call it sin. I call it where the end begins. Fire don't scare the dead. We burned it all, left nothing unsaid. I don't ride behind, I don't crawl ahead. I walk beside her where the brave once bled. Yeah, fire don't scare the dead. The reckoning's been fed. I didn't come to make peace. I came to bury what lied. And if fire is the price, let it all burn. hollow eyes behind her veil. She don't cry, she don't wail, but she nods when I don't flinch. 'Cause we both know truth don't blink an inch. The town's in ruin, but I walk proud. No sermons here, no angry crowd. Just bones and embers, gun and creed. Just me and death and what we need. Fire don't scare the dead. Our boots raise dust where angels fled. We ain't slow and we ain't misled. We walk as one through fire and dread. No chains, no tune, no thread. Just one last trail, flames ahead. Yeah, fire don't scare the dead.
Sunset bleeds on the old gravestones. Boots and dirt, I walk alone. 6 shots left, one last prayer. A name I carry, worn threadbare. A flower bloom where the shadows fall, right by death leaning on the wall. She don't speak, but she sure do wait. And I came here settling fate. So I tip my hat and lay my gun to the ground where the past begun. No words left, just smoke and flame. I say goodbye without a name. But it's all I got, a sign I ain't forgot. You can't outride what's coming near, but you can face it without fear. I ain't begging, I ain't bound, but I speak truth clear and loud. Death may wait at the edge of the light, I'll walk slow and I'll walk right. So I tip my hat and leave the flame behind the stone that bears no name. Dust to dust, but I won't crawl. Cowboys rise even when they fall.
fire in these hollow eyes.
I'm the grin on the hangman's face, coming back with a curse and a taste. You thought I'd rot in that dusty grave, but the dead ride loud and the dead ain't safe. Dust to dust, they said I'd fade, but demons don't lie in the beds they made. Chains can't hold what's forged in wrath. I'll tear down heaven to blaze my path. I'm the grin on the hangman's face, coming back with a curse and a taste. You thought I'd rot in that dusty grave, but the dead ride loud and the dead ain't safe. No mercy left, just smoke and bone. Ain't no God where I ride alone. This hat, this dust, my badge of sin, and I wear it proud with a hangman's grin. I'm the grin on the hangman's face, a ghost with a gun coming for the race. Blood on the sand, doom in the sky. You better run, boy, even death can't die. Two ghosts in leather stand face to face. Dust spins circles in this godless place. 6 shooters loaded, eyes black as sin. Only one breathing when the draw begins. A whisper rides on the desert flame. One walks free, one's just a name. From ashes and draw, no heaven, no law. Midnight riders with the reaper in all. Graveyard winds and a smoking sky. Only the cursed get to question why. Ashes and draw, bones in the sand. One soul wins, one bleeds from the hand. Bassy don't win. Boots don't shake though the blood runs cold. Death's got patience but I got soul. Skeleton grin with a rusted blade. This ain't no dream, it's a deal we
Steel meets bone, but I don't flinch. It's death or glory in a coffin's inch. I ain't kneeling not to no ghost. I ride till ash, but I ride the most. The ashes and draw, no heaven, no law. Smoke and thunder, that's what we saw. One pulls fast, one don't crawl, but we both dance when the shadows call. Ashes and draw, fate takes the land. Buried my name with a smoking red. The desert don't pray, it just keeps still, and the dead ride on with a bone chill will. Coat, steel in my hand and a soul cut throat. Moon hanging high like a hangman's rope. Each step a curse, each breath a hope. Church bell tolls, I ain't kneeling down. Dust on my boots from a ghost town crown. I ain't no saint, but I still believe you face your sins or you never leave. I made a vow in the midnight rain with a loaded gun and a heart in chains. If death gon' come, let him meet my flame, 'cause I'll be damned for I die in vain. Fire in the moonlight. He came in black with a reaper smile, but I've been dead inside a long ass while. I said you want me, then come and take, but I ain't breaking, I was born to stay. Ash in my lungs, demons in my chest. I ain't praying for peace, I'm riding unrest. Ain't begging for mercy, not chasing the dawn. I'm pulling this trigger till the devil is gone. I made a vow in the midnight rain with a loaded gun and a heart in chains. If death gon' come, let him meet my flame, 'cause I'll be damned for I die in vain. Bullets howl through the dark in the light of pain. And when they carve my name in stone, let 'em write, he burned alone. But even hell won't claim my soul. I shot first and paid the toll. Boots swing slow in the dusk-red breeze. Ain't no judge, just a hung man's peace. Town folks gone and the crows just stare. A sinner's neck caught mid-prayer. Dust don't settle, it waits to burn. The wind still speaks what the earth ain't learned. It strung me high with a smile and spit, but death, he knows I ain't done yet.
still got hope. Steel and a sinner's creed, left blood behind like a devil's seed. But every lawman's got dirt to hide, and every rope's been sanctified. They called me ghost, they called me curse, said my boots brought nothing but worse. But I ain't hanging for my crimes, I'm hanging 'cause I broke their lines.
Ain't no mercy in the road, just the silence where I choke. Hung me up, but I still breathe through the fire underneath. Bones don't break when the soul fights back. Even death can't ride that track. There's no mercy in the road.
But my vengeance still got hope. Swinging just a coat. Hell ain't waiting, it rides with me on black wheels in prophecy. Let the wind howl, let them kneel and mope. I'm coming down from the goddamn rope. I saw you standing past the stones, cloaked in dust and sun-bleached bones. You smile like you always do, thinking I forgot the likes of you. But my fist ain't made for prayer, and I've walked hell, I breathed it said. Your moon is full, your shadow wide, but I ain't ready for that ride. Not tonight, Reaper, I still bleed fire. You can't pull me down from this wire. Your hands are cold, but I burn hot, and I won't lay down in your plot. You want a soul, then earn your fight, but I ain't dying here tonight. So load your curse and strike with might, but not tonight, not tonight. You swing a scythe like it's a crown, but I put worse than you in the ground. I've buried ghosts and drank with sin, so don't expect me to give in. I've seen the sky turn black and crack, but I never once ain't fought back. So draw your silence, speak your doom, but I still walk, I still consume. Not tonight, Reaper, I still bleed fire. You can't pull me down from this wire. Your hands are cold, but I burn hot, and I won't lay down in your plot. You want a soul, then earn your fight, but I ain't dying here tonight. So load your curse and strike with might, but not tonight, not tonight. You've waited long, but I ain't weak. My soul's too scarred for you to see. Not tonight, Reaper, I still bleed fire. You can drag the wind, but not this rider.
Barroom's dead quiet, just me and the bones. Whiskey glass sweating on cold worn stones. She pulled up a stool, no need for a name. We both knew the rules, we played the same game. I said, don't take me yet. She said, I ain't here to kill, just came to talk if you got time to fill. So I poured her a shot and stared down the floor. She'd heard it all but wanted more. One last whiskey, one last lie, one more toast before goodbye. She don't rush, she don't beg, just waits quiet while you drink your regrets. Told her about blood, told her about loss, every broken oath and every line I crossed. She never blinked, just sipped her glass. Truth always stings, but it's made to pass. U.S. whiskey, one last line, one more toast before goodbye. She don't rush, she don't beg, just waits quiet while you drink your regrets. She asked with a nod of the head. I said not quite, but I ain't afraid of the dead. She smirked real slight like she'd heard that before, left a coin on the counter and walked to the door. One last whiskey, one last sin, let it burn like fire within. She don't judge, she don't pray, just drinks in silence, then fades away.
Boots on fire, wheels on bone. I ride this line like it's my own. Banjo twang, thunder rolls, desert wind hums through my soul. Rather ride the dustline, never look back. Steel and whiskey, hard on the track. Sun's burning red, the sky won't lie. If I stop moving, I might die. I'll monitor cries like ghosts from the ridge. I crossed that river, I torched that bridge. Chains don't scare me, law don't bind. I left my name in a canyon sign. Rather ride the dustline, never look back. Steel and whiskey, hard on the track. Sun's burning red, the sky won't lie. If
train, tear through the flame. No man's land, gonna learn my name. Rush in my throat, sparks in my cry. I ride like thunder, right on right.
Lit my smoke with a shaky hand, boots still muddy from a dying land. She didn't knock, just took a seat, like an old friend with tired feet. Didn't ask me how I'd been, she just stared with a bony grin. I said, let me finish this cigarette. She nodded once, said, ain't done yet. This ain't no chase, ain't no fight, just a smoke before the final ride. No sins to wear, no truths to hide, just me and her and the cooling night. Just me and her and the fading light. She don't speak in thunderclaps, no scythe, no wings, no final maps. She just sits and lets you feel every damn thing that makes you real. I laughed once, took your time. She said, I'll wait till you drop the line. And here I am, no place to be except that fire glowing next to me. This ain't no reckoning, no storm to ride, just a smoke before the great divide. No mercy, just peace and ash and cowboy pride. I've seen men fall with fire in eyes, and some who fade neath silent skies. But all of them, they get this seat right here, next to her, so bittersweet. This ain't goodbye with heavy cries, it's just a smoke for the sun don't rise. No hero tale, no tearful tide, just a porch, a match, and one last ride.
Dirt, wind howling low. Ain't no preacher, ain't no soul to show. She raised the iron, cold and clean, but I ain't blinked since 17. If death's the prize for what I've done, then let her pull that smoking gun. with the words I never said. The sand don't whisper, it only burns. And life don't give what it don't return. I'm standing still when a hammer falls. No begging mercy, no desperate calls. If death's the price for what I've done, then let her pull that smoking gun. She don't speak, she just aims, and I don't flinch. I played this game. I'm standing still when a hammer falls. I won't crawl, I won't stall. If fate's a bullet, let it run. I've lived enough to die like one.
Short and thin, face to skull, I met her grin. Wind was still, moon hung wide, and death just waited on the other side. She leaned in close, didn't say a word, but the silence hit harder than any I'd heard. No angels came, no hell broke free, just her and me, what I used to be. I stared her down with nothing left, no last wish, no breath to beg. If I go now, I go proud. I ain't ever bowed, I ain't ever cowed. This ain't no peace, this ain't no sin, just a stare down with the end. Tried outrunning her all my life, through dust and war, through blood and strife. I danced with bullets, played my hand, built my legend in broken lands. But legends fade like the flaming coal, and death don't barter, she comes to collect whole. Still I smiled, still I bled, and whispered, I ain't dead till I'm dead. I stared her down with cracked up pride. No place to run, no need to hide. Ain't asking mercy, ain't feeling shame, just holding ground and saying my name. This ain't no loss, this ain't no win, just a stare down with the end. She thought I'd plead, I just grinned back. Guess death don't like surprise endings. She reached for me with her bony grace, but I locked eyes, wouldn't leave this place. One breath left, spent it bold, spitting truth in the cold. Dust kicks up, moon riding high, steel between my legs, demons in the sky. Leather on my back, ghosts in my grip. I light a smoke, take one last trip. She's riding close, bones and cloak, whispering riddles in a voice of smoke. I don't flinch, I don't ask why. I was born to ride, not to die. I'm stealing shadow, fire and flame, outrun fate, never play her game. Burning wheels, howling night, me and death in a headlong flight. Ride the storm, I break the chain. A cursed soul with gas in his veins. I've seen the edge, stare down the pit. Lost my name, but I don't quit. Black highway bleeds beneath the tire. A heartbeat made of smoke and fire. No prayers left, no sins to count. Just ghost and fuel, no safe amount. But when the reaper leans in tight, I grin and twist the throttle right. I'm stealing shadow, fire and flame, outrun fate, never play her game. Burning wheels, howling night, me and death in a headlong flight. Ride the storm, I break the chain. A cursed soul with gas in his veins. I'm stealing shadow, fire and flame, outrun fate, never play her game. Burning wheels, howling night, me and death in a headlong flight. Ride the storm, I break the chain. A cursed soul with gas in his veins.
Boots in dust, no name to call. One wears black, the other wears fall. No judge, no jury, just the street, where ghosts and lawmen sometimes meet. Their coats blow wide, the sky turns gray. A single twitch decides the day. One seeks blood, the other sin, but both forgot what truth has been. The dust decides, not heaven's gate. No coin to toss, no twist of fate. When eyes go cold and hands grow still, the one who fires ain't always who kills. town forgot its name long past, but legends linger, bullets last. Two shadows cast in burning light, they'll fade by dusk, but not tonight. No prayers here, just dust and steel. No graves marked, just names they steal. The dust decides, no God, no sin, just who walks out and who stays in silence wide, with time gone thin, two souls in black, where it begins.
Cowboy whistle, they go around. Hang loose from a swinging soul, dust don't cry and the ground don't know. They tied the rope but missed the sand. I was long gone before they pulled me in. Still howls my name at night, through desert caves and neon light. You can kill a man but not his past, and I carved mine deep, built to last. The hanging doesn't hurt when your soul's on fire. I died 10 times before that wire. Let the vultures circle, let the church bell toll, but I ain't giving death my soul. I swing in the dark, but I never fail, riding these chains like a road to hell. They branded me with law and shame, but justice burns with a crooked flame. Now death sits still and tips his hat, knows I ain't done, I don't go out like that. No stone for me, no moan for song, just silence loud and road too long. But in the smoke
The hanging doesn't hurt when your heart still fights. With flames in veins and outlaw rides, I swing in shadows with a grin so wide, 'cause I already crossed to the other side. So light that fire and tell them true, that cowboy dead, yeah, he rode too.
Two shadows ride on a windless day. Black hats low, no words to say. Their coats don't flap, the air is dead, and the house ahead remembers red. No names are called, no warnings cried, just boots on dirt where secrets die. They ain't come knocking, ain't asking why. They come when silence starts to lie. You can run from fire, you can hide from sun, but there's a house you can't outrun. You can lie to God, you can cross that line, but the past comes walking two at a time. Yeah, the past comes walking two at a time. They don't ride for gold, they don't ride for fame, just blood on wood and a whispered name. And when they stand before your door, you'll hear the knocks that came before. You can run from fire, you can hide from sun, but there's a house you can't outrun. You can cheat the law, you can dodge the time, but the past comes walking two at a time. Two at a time. Scream, no cry from the land, just the sound of judgment with a six-shot hand. And when they leave, the door stays wide for the next who thought they could hide. You can ride the dark, you can flee the gun, but there's a house you can't outrun. You can pray to ash, you can call it fate, but they always come and they don't come late. Yeah, the past comes walking two at a time. They strung me up where no one prays, no hymns, no words, no final stays.
The gallows creak like a tired sigh, and the moon just watch from a bloodshot sky. No judge, no jury, just the dust and ropes that never learned to rust. My boots swung low, my name went high, but I never begged and I won't deny. The rope don't lie and the moon don't blink. No time for tears, no space to think. If I swing for what I've done, then let me hang beneath that sun. Yeah, the rope and the moon, they both knew too soon. My coat still smelled like smoke and rain. My sin still carved into the grain. I ain't a hero, ain't pure or clean, just a man with blood he's seen. But I stood tall when they pulled that knot. Didn't ask for grace, I never got. Some men die in bed with shame. I'd rather swing than shift the blame. The rope don't care and the moon don't weep. They only mark the soul you keep. If they sing, they'll sing it low, of a man who faced what he didn't know. Yeah, the rope and the moon, they cut right through. No stone, no name carved deep. Just let the grass grow wild beneath my feet. So if you ride past where I swung, don't mourn me, don't bite your tongue. Just tip your hat if you still believe that justice don't always ask to leave. And when your time comes cold and clear, let the gallows whisper in your ear. A man who lived by fire and sin can die in silence and still win.
I lit the fuse and turned away. The church bell cracked, no one to pray. Shadows crawl like snakes in dust, but I walk with the one that all men trust. Black coat, burnt sky, ashes falling where the dead men lie.
Me and death got blood on our boots, riding through hell in a trailer suit. Flames behind, no soul ahead. We ain't running, we ride with the dead. Hell ain't low, it's right on this street, where the fire sings and vengeance bleeds. Ashes in our boots, smoke in our name. We don't bury, we bring the flame.
Barrel hard and bones don't lie. He grins at me with an empty eye. No words, just that crooked grin. He don't judge, he just lets you in. Crow flies once, wind don't speak.
I've killed gods out in Dead Man's Creek.
Me and death got blood on our boots, riding through hell in a trail of soot. Flames behind, no soul ahead. We ain't running, we ride with the dead. Hell ain't low, it's right on this street, where the fire sings and vengeance bleeds. Ashes in our boots, smoke in our name. We don't bury, we bring the flame. We ain't saviors, we ain't saints. We're just what rises when mercy faints.
The town lit up like a funeral pyre. Ash on my boots, heart full of fire. He stood beside me, death in black. We came for blood and we won't turn back. We burn together, ain't no turning round. Smoke in our lungs, boots on sacred ground. One still breathing, past the line, but side by side we ride just fine. No law, no badge, no heaven's gate. We brought the wrath and sealed their fate. One shot for justice, one for the pain. We ride like thunder through the flame. We burn together, ain't no turning round. Smoke in our lungs, boots on sacred ground. One still breathing, one's past the line, but side by side we ride just fine. You call it sin, we call it done. Two shadows walking under a blood-red sun. Hell ain't below, it's what we bring. When ghosts and men ride in a ring, we burn together, no mercy left to show. Ash in our veins and nowhere
Laid my hand on a stone cold name, poured the last drop, felt no shame. The bottle shook like my hollow chest, and death stood by, dressed in the west. Here's to the ghosts I couldn't save, to the whiskey I spill on your grave. If you hear me now, don't turn away. I'll ride with guilt, but I still pray. Still bleed, paid my dues on iron and speed. She stood in black, bones like dust, but didn't take me, not just yet. Here's to the ghosts I couldn't say, I spill on your grave. To every brother I left in flame, forgive me, Lord, I carry Here's to the ghosts I couldn't save, to the whiskey I spill on your grave. If I don't ride back from this road I roam, bury me deep and let death take me home. I walked in slow, boots heavy with miles, barley dim with the devil's smile. Sat down hard with a bottle near, then felt that chill. She was here. Whiskey with the end, staring down her face. Silence in the room, no time, no place. She don't blink and I don't run. We drink till we're both undone. She don't talk, but I hear her well in the crack of the
nothing left for her to take. Whiskey with the end, just her and me. No prayers left, no guarantee. Smoke and fire in every breath. We toast to life and laugh at death. I said, if you come, then make it quick. She grinned like fate and licked her lips. But I leaned back, took one more sip, said, you ride when I say, not a minute quick. Whiskey with the end, and I hold my ground. Glass half full, boots dust bound. She waits in black, cold and near, but I ride slow and show no fear.